And this morning in our series, The Upside, an athlete turned entrepreneur, Lanny Smith, worked his way to the top of his sport, making it all the way to the NBA. When an injury ended his career just as it started, he had to pivot. Now he's trying to change the game when it comes to active apparel.
From the age of 5, I was obsessed with the game, and I knew early on the NBA was something that I wanted to do with my life.
Lanny Smith's passion led him to play in the NBA, but that dream was cut short by a knee injury in 2009, just 33 days after signing with the Sacramento Kings.
My career was over with just like that. Yeah, man. I do not want to get emotional right now.
That's all right. I mean, how could you not? You know, you fight for something your entire life, and then all of a sudden it happens, and then in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, that was a tough moment for me. I struggled with depression, the identity crisis. Everybody knew me as Lanny the basketball player. You know, I was a grown man back at home living with my mother.
What would she tell you?
She would encourage me and tell me, you know, God's got something for you. You may not be able to see it right now, but He's got something for you. There's a purpose in your pain.
That purpose was now building a brand, Active Faith Sports, a line of Christian sports apparel.
When you would talk to people about this Christian version of Nike, what would the response be?
A couple people were like, we'll pray for you, you know? No, real talk. A lot of people thought I was crazy, but there were a couple of people who understood what I was trying to build.
That included 4-time NBA champion Steph Curry. The company gained traction with basketball stars like James Harden and Jeremy Lin wearing the gear on court. Despite the success, Lanny confronted struggles.
I was intentionally hiding myself from the public knowing who the founder of Active Faith was.
Why?
I had this fear that if they found out it was this young black man who was behind the brand, that it would have negative effects on the business. I remember doing customer service and on the phone with a customer, and he said, "You sound like you're black." And I said, "Well, I am." And he immediately asked for a refund.
That planted a seed. And when Black Panther started playing in theaters, an idea took root.
I saw a superhero on the screen that looked like me, that had skin like mine, that had hair like mine. I remember saying to myself, I want to create a brand that makes my people feel the way we felt walking out of that movie.
2020 hit while the country was reckoning with the murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. Lanny grew this concept into another company, Actively Black.
I saw all these brands all of a sudden come out with these declarations about what they were going to do for the black community, and it felt very performative to me. That was the moment where I was like, you know what, it's time for us to stop asking for a seat at that table and to just build our own table.
Since its launch, Actively Black is focused on reinvesting in the community. Last year, donating 10% of its revenue to various causes. And the company's growth skyrocketed, with President Obama and Lupita Nyong'o wearing the brand. It's even outfitted the Nigerian delegation at the Winter Olympics. Lanny encourages anyone to represent Actively Black.
If you believe in uplifting the black community, if you believe in righting some of the wrongs that have happened in this society, you don't have to be black to believe those things. I welcome all people to wear and support Actively Black.
Probably the biggest supporter of Actively Black, Lanny's mom.
You said that mom is the wild card in the business.
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, just starting just from the inspiration that she's provided me. We're talking about a black woman who moved to Texas early 80s as a computer programmer who came from a little country town that in integrated classes. Above everything else she gave me the ability to dream with no limits. Now that she's retired, she's handling customer service, she's on the back end of the website, she's doing so many things to help with Actively Black.
I would imagine that a woman like that has to be immensely proud of what you have built and what you have overcome.
She is, and I hope she knows how proud of her I am, because none of this is possible without the sacrifices that she made.
Wow, here. So we actually have some pieces here from Actively Black, which just celebrated.
So nice.
I think it's moisture wicking too, if I'm not mistaken. They just celebrated their third anniversary earlier this week. The brand also, by the way, guys, out with a new collaboration with FUBU, which was co-founded by entrepreneur Damon John, who you probably know from Shark Tank. Also, big thanks to the YMCA Vanderbilt right here in Manhattan for letting us film their But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it really does look good.
And that's amazing to see his product, his creation, all over.
Yeah.
In so many different areas.
Something for him to walk around and see people wearing that. That's amazing.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.